Welcome to Brain Vision.
So for a temperature change of the water, we have that the heat energy released is Q is mc delta T, where m is the mass of the water, C is the specific heat capacity, and delta T is the change in temperature. We also have heat released as the water changes into ice, so this liquid changes into a solid, and that energy is m times Lf, where Lf is the latent heat of fusion for the water becoming ice. We can also express the mass of the water as its density rho times its volume V. So if we set the heat energy that flows out of the water and equate that to the final gravitational potential energy of the bathers as they are flung into the air, we get the following expression. We get that the latent heat of fusion for water times its mass, which is rho times V, that's the energy associated with the phase change, plus the energy associated with the temperature change, C, which is the specific heat capacity for water, multiplied by its density, multiplied by its volume, which is its mass, times the change in the water's temperature, delta T, is then equal to the gravitational potential energy when the bathers reaches their maximum height, where m is their mass and h is the maximum height above the ground. So if we divide both sides by mg, we can solve for h as required. So therefore, the maximum height above the ground, h, is equal to, we'll bring out common factor rho w. The density of water is 1000 kg per cubic meter. We'll suppress the units here since all our units are SI units. And then again, the volume of water is simply the length times breadth times height. 1.9 times 0.8 times 0.1, and that's cubic meters. And all of this into the latent heat of fusion for water becoming ice is 334 times 10 to the 3 joules per kg. And this is plus the specific heat capacity for water, 4190 joules per kg Kelvin, multiplied by the temperature change of 37 Celsius degrees. And this is all over the mass of the person multiplied by the gravitational acceleration. So that's 70 kgs into 9.8 meters per square second. So performing this calculation, we get a value for h to be 1.08 times 10 to the 5 meters. So what this means is, if all the water had to suddenly cool down and form ice, the energy released is then all absorbed by the bather and used to send them hurling into the air. They would travel a maximum height of 108 kilometers above the ground.